Hey, pal.
What up?
What a light, airy intro that was.
I know. I was playing through the sounds earlier because you can obviously upload your music if you're licensed.
Yeah.
We are not that.
We're not
Don't have the licensed content. But hey, that's okay. How we doing?
I'm doing great. I'm digging the bright colors because we're getting into summer.
Yeah, it's
Getting
had a
warmer.
lot of rain this week. Not a
Yeah.
huge fan of the rain.
Rain makes me sad.
I mean, it's fine. Like, but it's either go all in and then stop because we've been getting
Yeah.
honey peckered out there because
Oh, the little
like
drizzles and then the
it's
pollen and
yes, and it's I get kind of the FOMO when the neighbor mows the lawn and then you
yeah.
feel obligated to I gotta go. Like I don't live in an HOA, thank God, but
Yeah. But it's
because
still a dick measuring contest.
enormous dick measuring contest. And it's hard to measure up. And I was able to mow, but I don't want to mow the backyard. It's fine. And the week because we're redoing the whole backyard. Like that's kind of our plan.
You've gone from the basement to the backyard now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're getting more outside. And
Okay.
so
Dialing
just
everything in, as they say, as the kids say.
yes, we'll get to that in a minute.
That's what
We'll
I've
get to
heard.
that in a minute. But no, we just doing some landscaping because there's been like some flower beds that like I just never really I'm not a green thumb. I am the first to admit I suck at lawn care. I cannot commit.
You're no Jeff Hennon. Let's just put it out there.
Oh my lord. Or like Kiev, that guy can trim a fat bush.
Watering an entire when you're watering an entire forest with the purest water on earth, what do you expect?
And I certainly Joey's mic is a lot quieter than Alex's apparently.
Oh, mine is further away. I'm in
give me
a
a sec.
I'm in a chill, like backed up mode. Is that better, everyone? Can you guys hear me? You turn it up.
I adjust that a little bit. Ooh, Fred Shaker Sandwiches in the chat. What's up, Fred?
I love when Fred shows up. How you doing, buddy?
If I'm too loud, please let me know.
Oh, we got Blaine. Rocky lives on. Aloha, fellas. Aloha to you. My friend just came back from Hawaii and brought me so many Hawaiian gummies and chocolates, and not good for summer bod. But
have you been to Hawaii?
I've never been.
No, I haven't either.
I'd love to go. Shout out to Hawaii. If you want to sponsor a trip for the Detail Grind podcast,
could you imagine?
Reach on out.
Live on location on the black sand of what is it? I think there's one that has black sand. Is it Kona? I don't know. But
people are saying my mic's going through somewhere else. Let me check my settings here.
I'm gonna drop mine because I don't want to overpower. I know I'm like physically above you geographically, but
I think I'm using this
I like
mic.
that. That's
what you want me to do? I can speak.
I don't know if you have a gain knob on the mic itself. You can turn up or on your. Do you have a cloud lifter?
There's only so much I know about my knobs over here.
Look at this.
Should we touch on the title you chose for this stream?
Yeah.
Should we a lot of attention.
Should we spill the beans? We're not. It's not a breakup.
There's no breakup.
It's not a break.
It's not one of those we need to talk kind of text messages.
No, we're not taking a break. We're not on a break like Ross and Rachel.
How many times were they on break?
They had to pivot.
Anyway.
Pivot.
Pivot! Anyway.
Yeah.
We actually, I think Alex chose this name. I just agreed to it afterwards, but we chose it because we realized that we just haven't, shot the shit for a while, and we didn't have a guest this week, so we need to talk.
we got.
There's nothing controversial. Sorry, everybody.
Sorry. And I know Dane loves a good clickbait title every once in a while.
I feel like this was like an innocent. We got Trim Plus samples and Dude Fire. I don't know what Dude Fire is. I didn't get that product.
I think it's just samples and Dude, and then
I know I get it.
Whatever is he
trying to be goofy on a Friday, man?
Is he Gen Z? Zed?
I think so. I don't know.
Actually, you know what? Big news. It's a long weekend. It's Victoria Day, long weekend. This is traditionally the weekend that one, people remove their winter tires and put on their all
Yes.
their summers. This is
You're ahead of the game.
this is the safe threshold, right? Before then, you're playing with fire. Rick had his on like 3 weeks ago, and
Yeah.
we're not going to spill the beans here, but Rick got a package. You guys, not out of left field.
Do I
Out
know
of
about this
left.
package?
It is. It's in our little discussion. It's it just came up today. You may not have seen it,
Oh.
but if you open it up, it's large and in charge.
Okay.
Let's
I
just
like
say
that.
that. But no, it's also the first weekend when people typically go camping. This is the most popular kind of
Yeah.
camping season kickoff weekend, right?
Mhm.
And unfortunately, I felt really bad on my way home. There's a dude in an old motorhome broken down in the middle of a very major road, and not the best way to start.
No.
But it's this weekend though. Traditionally, always rains, always has some kind of like sleet. It's I wouldn't.
You got to make sure the RV is ready to go and
Yeah.
ahead of the weekend. You can't just, I at least for me, I wouldn't try it out
Mhm.
on the weekend of all weekends to
No.
take it out.
Like sleep
It's
on
going
a
on a
Tuesday.
it's going
Bring it
on.
home,
I'm
sleep on a
sleeping.
Tuesday.
I'm sleeping in it for a week, making sure that there's no creatures living in there.
Mhm.
I'm gonna make sure there's air in those tires. I'm gonna make sure all
Mhm.
the juices are flowing. I'm gonna take it on a test run.
Well, it's the problem is that the motorhome itself is that he's driving it. It's not like a trailer that you can just pull, right? So you have a whole vehicle,
Mhm.
and then you got the sleeping quarters. But if you guys are sleeping on Sean Gallagher's shelves, Joey just picked up
I did.
the 2 towel holders or just the one?
I got both. I got both
You got
sizes.
both. And what else did you get? Did you get the shelf?
Wait,
Or did you get the bottle holder?
no, I didn't
Sean's
get
stuff.
no, just the 2 shelves.
Okay.
I'm not rich, bro. Come on.
So I recently, I did recently install the shelf. Big ups to Sean
Yes.
to providing that to me and to Rick.
Quality
Which
steel.
we'll get on the the receiving of goods a little bit later on. That's one of our topics today, possibly.
Yeah,
Because
we
I
both
have
got some goods this week.
I got a box to unbox.
Oh, we got a live unboxing.
A live unboxing, baby.
I think a lot of our audience likes unboxings.
Yeah. Do you are you a in your YouTube algorithm, you getting a lot of like the unboxers? Like, is that soothing to you?
It depends. The only unboxings I watch are like items that I may have purchased to kind of hype myself up, like it's out there shipping and kind of just want to be in the none of my friends bought this thing, like I want to enjoy the excitement with like a little bit of a community. So I'll watch an unboxing in that sense, but I'm not like when my niece was really little, it was like put on this thing of people opening like plastic eggs. I don't even know what that's about, but like that didn't like that kind of stuff doesn't do it for me. It's got to be something relevant.
That's right. Sometimes I'll watch unboxings just to validate what I'm getting is correct and like making sure everyone else is getting like I'm not missing any accessories or screws or anything like that. It was actually funny when
assembly tips, just to make it go easier. Like you've put out a video that may benefit me in the future. You and Rick have put out a video that may benefit me in the future.
Are we gonna talk about that?
We could talk about that
later
whenever you want.
Later. Yeah. But yeah, so we're probably going to be sticking on that hour mark today because there's a big hockey game that's actually starting now.
Oh, is there?
That I am not watching. The Toronto Maple Leafs and the Florida Panthers. She's a spicy one, my guy. She's a spicy one. Granted, most of the players on Florida are Canadian. I digress.
I feel like most hockey players are Canadian, but I'm very ignorant to anything that has to do with that sport.
Needless to say, there is a little bit of bad blood between these two teams. Toronto was in a must-win situation because they won the first 2 games of the best 7 series and they blew it, and now they're down 3-2.
Bummer.
Oh, man,
I do watch the details unboxing.
Did we just get called out?
I do watch those unboxing videos. I actually just watched their Magic Wheel Cleaner versus Oberk Wheel Cleaner video. just because the thumbnail kind of looked like our background right now. It was real bright and colorful.
Do you think they
Those-
store their unboxing knives like in the beard? Do you think he does that? Is it thick enough? Like Marge
Like,
Simpson in the hair?
You can tell that Joel details the beard. Like, he spends some time. His wife's
Joel,
probably
what?
like, what are you doing in there? And he's in there just making sure everything is tight.
Joel, do you do like the oil? Because there's like the oil and like there's like the gels and like the pastes and stuff like that.
When
Like
I grow mine out, like,
Yeah.
I know I don't have much of, like, I just trim mine
Mhm.
down pretty short. I don't
Yeah.
have a long beard, but like in the winter when I do grow it out longer, I
Mhm.
use a creme. It's like, it smells like sandalwood, but like it keeps it soft, because if it starts to get like coarse, that's
Mhm.
when I can't handle it anymore.
So it's like Koshemi all over your face.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, it's like a nice coating of like Leather Star, Top Star combination.
Ooh, oily fruits and berries.
Yeah.
You know, I bet you the beard game environment / community is bumping. I'm
I
sure
feel like
there's
all of us detailers could start another side hustle for beard shit.
because I remember Leviticus Gates talking
Mm.
on, I think it was the Beard Struggle was the place that he got a bunch of stuff from.
You could try using Levi 10, see if it still works.
Yeah, but you know, you might have a DGP 10 if you can connect those dots soon.
There have been a couple new drops this last couple weeks. I got one of these guys.
I am so jealous of that. I mean, I don't even drink beer. That's a lie.
Doer,
I
I'll
do.
save you one because I got 5 of them.
Did you really?
I did. I always
Good
buy more.
Lord.
Well, so I always forget. I bought 4, and then I forget that like all orders include one.
Oh, okay.
So I have a 5th one.
I did that once when he before it was the second time I went down for TRCMA, I think second or third time.
Oh, sorry, I've only been once.
Oh, I'm sorry. I made a mobile order, curbside pickup.
Ah,
And then in the notes said, "Please leave at Dane's desk." Because that was actually the February. Remember when they came with the Tiffany and Co.
Yeah, I did. I bought a lot of those stickers, and it's still one of my favorite shirts. Like, if I wish they would do like maybe like Dane, if you're still here listening, maybe we can convince you guys to do a little like reprint of that one, because I wouldn't mind a freshie. Is
Like,
that Beard Struggle?
Yes. This is ballsy. This is not your lawnmower 2.0 from Manscaped. You trim whatever you want, I'm sure. Trim balls, taints, face.
Based on that sentence, I was
just
connecting those dots.
Should call it the Gooch Struggle.
Oh
my goodness.
Oh man. That might be a different episode. Actually, it might be this episode. Who knows?
But yeah, I did back on track. I did the curbside pickup, and then I got there. I said, "Hey, Dan, I made the order," because like we weren't on texting terms then. That was still like Facebook Messenger type situation, right?
Yeah.
So
you've made it when there's a little iMessage action going on.
Yeah, and because adults use iPhones. I'm gonna say it. Adults use iPhones. Anyways,
I don't need to change my system font to Comic Sans.
No, if you want to have a group chat with WhatsApp, blocked.
Never downloaded it.
No, I don't want it. So yeah, I did the thing, and then I get to Boise. I said, "Hey, Dean, is there an order for me on your desk?" He's like, "No." Oh, and then I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah, your heart sinks a little bit.
You know who had it on lock? Mr. Josh Brodel.
I knew it. I was going to say, I don't think Lucas was there yet.
No, he wasn't. Literally whips like it's like when you're watching a cooking show on TV and they do like the TV magic where the prepared meal is already ready and they just whip it out from the drawer, and he's like, "Here it is. Here's the order." And I ordered some stickers, and again I got the extra one, and like, man.
Well, you know what? I had told I don't even know if I'm allowed to tell this story. That's true.
Dean's looking good, man.
We're all adults.
His hair.
My wife goes, "Something's different about Dane," and I was like,
"What's he putting in his hair?"
She goes, "I was like, well, yeah, he's working on the fitness. She goes, no, no, no. Besides that, like he looks something's different. And I was like,
Oh, I see where you're going with
she was
this.
like, is it his beard? I was like, no, I don't think it's his beard. I
No,
was like, his hair's a little bit longer. And she goes, I think it's all the head hair
it's the
going
glow.
on,
It's the
the
glow.
whole package.
It's like, when people say that like pregnant women have a glow, Dane's got, this is his glow.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That it's what a glow up, man. Dan, you're looking
Man.
great. That completely threw me off what I was
Sorry.
gonna say. What was speaking of stickers, right?
Yes.
I had I think it was at SEMA.
Mhm.
I was speaking with Shane from
Yep.
TRC, and I was like, you know what? I was really bummed out that you guys didn't send out Grandambassador stickers this year.
Mhm.
Like the kind of the theme of the background here, right? And it was like, oh, you didn't get one? And I was like, I don't think anybody got one this year. Like, I don't, maybe it was just me.
Yeah.
But he said, let me see what I can do. And anytime you hear, let me see what you can do, I get real excited.
And especially when Shane says it, he probably pushed his desk. He pushed his chair away from his desk. Yes, on it.
Yeah,
he's probably like, Brodel, Anthony in my office now.
Let me see what I can do. So I think I had an order from TRC that I had placed, and he was able to throw the let me see what I can do in that package. So I get the package, I open it.
Was that with your forgotten jersey package?
No, this was SEMA time.
Oh, duh.
Not TRC. And I get the package, and in there is a cardboard, like a folded piece of cardboard. And I'm like, well, what's in there?
Like a leaflet.
Yeah, like this is a lot for one sticker. They couldn't locate that sticker, unfortunately. But I did get like one of every other sticker they've ever made.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was pretty damn cool, including
mm-hmm.
the Grand Theft Auto style one from the
that is honestly, that's my favorite.
I want to put it on the car, but I'm also like, I don't want to put it anywhere. So.
That's the problem, is that when they come out with stickers, I need to order like 10, right? Because I'm a really bad sticker collector. I actually have a memory box of just like stickers and stuff.
Yeah.
That because I struggle on where I want to put them.
Yes.
And I'm not, because some of them, depending on the material, they fade really bad in the sun, depending on where it is on your car.
Yep.
And it's just it hurts if you only have the one.
Yes. And I only have the one. So those that follow me know I have my pressure washer set up, and I have it's kind of like my sticker bomb board, right? That's like where I put all my brand stickers, or on that piece of plywood that everything is mounted to. And when there's only one, I'm like, because I want to put one there. I want to put one on my keg. I want to put a magnetized backing on one of them, like, turn it into one. I don't know. So I always order multiple stickers, but I'll save you one.
Appreciate that. Yeah, in the chat, are you guys big fans of the stickers? What's your favorite sticker from? It doesn't matter what the brand. Like, what's your favorite sticker?
Yeah, do you have that like coveted sticker that you have in your garage or on your car or something? Let us know what it is. And
now my question is, do you like the holographic stickers, like the real shiny boys?
I do and I don't, because sometimes they're a little bit thinner, right? Because of the print, but then they don't necessarily stick to all surfaces well.
Right.
Like they don't necessarily stick to the wood very. Like I have the like the Willy Wonka style one from TRC, and that one's kind of like curling in because it doesn't like to stick to wood too much. My Rad Garage sticker, super bummer. Same thing.
Wow. A Canadian product failing. Whoever knew.
Well, because that's not an easy one. That's not an easy one to get.
No.
So, but I do have a Rad Garage, with the red.
Okay. So your sticker is the white circle with the black text. That's correct. What you got? Okay.
So the new red logo. Stripe one I have not used yet. That one's still coveted. I don't know where to put it.
I remember when he had banners. He was pushing out banners.
I know. I see it in Papa Smurf's garage all the time in his videos, and I really, But I've been making changes to my garage, so currently all my banners are down because I was hanging and drilling and painting things. And
to Sheep answers no, not yet. I did see it at the store though, but I know we've been having some conversation with trying to get in touch with a certain Mr. Canadian Tire. So kind of gonna see what happens. And other news that nobody's going to care about except for Canadians is that Canada's longest standing company, Hudson Bay, since 1674 or something like that, just filed for bankruptcy, and Canadian Tire, of all people, bought them. So,
Oh,
yeah,
is this
take that
good?
for
Is
what it's
this
worth.
bad? How do we feel about this?
Well, I think they're just kind of buying like the name and the intellectual property of it, because it was like Hudson Bay was like a retail store,
Yeah.
and we all know retail stores are unfortunately kind of going by the wayside. And yeah, it's kind of, I don't think they're gonna revive any of the stores, and so I think it's just the name. So
I got an early taste of not of moving to online commerce because
yeah.
being a tall gentleman,
Mhm.
tall sizes aren't carried retail usually. So I'd always have to I've had to shop online since like
Yeah.
high school essentially
Mhm.
to get stuff. So I
There's
feel like I'm ahead of
there's
the curve on like okay, I guess there's no more stores. Not like I could buy anything there anyway.
there's certain
That's
things that
just me.
I do still like in person. Like for instance, when I was buying my hockey skates, I that was
Yeah.
kind of, I had to be in person, because
Yeah.
every brand is, because like the hockey skates don't fit, like they're not the same as your shoe size. Typically it's 2 sizes down.
Yeah.
But every skate's different. Some you need a wide, some you need a narrow, some you need a standard width. But all the skates are heat molded, like they throw them in an oven, you
Yep.
put your foot in it, sticks
That's
right on there.
cool.
So like that's one of the things. But even if there's not, if the location has a really good return policy, whether you ship it or have a physical location to bring it to, I'll usually do that
Mhm.
just for the convenience. Cause like, especially, like Black Friday sales, like I don't want to go around people to order the stuff. I'll go to
No.
return it if it doesn't work or doesn't fit or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm not, people will like openly, like all friends around Black Friday, just before Christmas, kind of that 6-week window. Hey, you want to go to the mall? No, I don't want to go to the
I
mall.
can't
What?
make decisions around that many people. Like if I'm
No.
shopping for something, I can't like I'm already the guy that adds something to his cart, deletes it, closes the tab, opens it again, adds it again. Do I really need this? Then I go and see the
Mhm.
shipping fee and the tax and I go, "Ooh, that's a much higher number." I'm that guy, and I can't do that in a crowd of people at a store.
And you know how petty I am?
I
Is
know. Oh, I
if I
know.
okay. If I'm on a website and I look at, like, if I'm buying shoes or something like that I'm not 100% certain,
Mhm.
um, I'll actually look at the return policy, and it's like, hey, we'll do like 10% return, or we won't send you a label, or you're responsible to ship it from back to us. I'm like, I'm just not even gonna shop there. I'm just gonna go elsewhere,
Yeah.
because I'm
I
just
I I ordered some pants that shipped from the UK.
good
That took
lord.
that took
What are
like
they? What are they? Pork and beans pants or what?
it took like uh I don't know, it took like 10 days to get to me, not bad, but it took like 6 weeks to get a refund on these unfortunate pants that didn't fit
Hmm.
because I think uh I don't know if they're built different over there or I'm built different over here,
Hmm.
but yeah, there wasn't much room for junk in the front. If I'm being blunt,
Didn't
there was
didn't
no
have a
room
big,
there.
yeah, little gooch pocket.
It didn't have a
So
gooch
like,
pocket.
so what was special? Like, were they like blue jeans or dress pants? Or the joggers? Were they white pants like
They
Anthony likes to wear for some reason?
like no, they were specifically for tall people,
Oh, okay.
and I had never shopped there before, so I was like, well, let me give them a shot, and yeah, they just like they were a very strange cut.
Well, that's what I, like
They were
meeting
not
you.
OG spec. They did they
Um,
if I would have worn those to TRCMA, Matt and I would have been in the same club.
but the thing is that what people don't know that haven't met you in person is that you're not big and tall in the torso and the legs. It's just the legs. Like a normal,
Yeah.
you're better. You're easier to shop for a shirt than you are
Exactly.
for
When
the
everyone's like,
pants.
we don't have tall sizes, we don't have XLT. I'm like, I don't need the tall, like the
Yeah,
tall.
it's
Sometimes
the
it's too tall. I just, I'm a normal
it's
size
the
torso guy.
you don't need like the t-shirt dresses like all the influencers wear. You're just the long pants,
Yeah.
and that's kind of situation where you kind of have to just buy what fits. It's like, hey, if I can get this inseam and this waist size, as long as it's available, good to
That's
go.
honestly how that's how I got. I'm not a big high top sneaker fan, but
Okay. Yep.
but Jordans, I'll make an exception for certain ones.
Mhm.
And the way that started was not being able to get my length pants in
Mhm.
the store, right? So I'd have to buy the longest they had,
Yeah.
and then I would wear the high tops to compensate,
Okay.
make up the
Okay.
difference.
You know, you can't rock the capris all the time.
No, 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 no. But like,
No.
I mean, they weren't capri, like they just,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
they probably would have shown a lot more shin than I wanted if I
Yeah.
sat down in them.
Couple inches made a difference.
Yes,
But I will
yes.
say I will thank our 19 people currently watching, which is fantastic, by the way. We appreciate all of
Thank you for just
Um,
being here and
Yeah, just
listening
shooting the
to
breeze.
us.
We're not breaking up. If you just tuned in, we're not breaking up.
No.
We're just shooting the breeze. It's been a minute.
If
But,
you've got topics that you want to talk about, or
Yeah.
you want us to rant about, throw them in the chat and let's make this an interactive kind of.
But I do have
Friday.
a thing. Since we're talking about shipping goods and receiving goods, I did receive a package from our good friend Jose. I'm not going to say his last name just for privacy reasons, but he
Unlimited
is
car details.
Unlimited Car Details on Instagram.
What a guy!
So this guy, if you didn't know, there, this is a page here, Unlimited Car Details.
He's got a nice garage.
This guy's OG spec. This is OG spec beyond OG spec.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but if you guys tuned into TRCMA, kind of the behind the scenes stuff, there was a couple boxes that showed up. You and I saw them, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Fans sending stuff. I bring candies and chocolates. People send chocolates. People send like all kinds of tchotchkes. The worst was
I bring hugs.
Yeah, hugs and kisses.
I didn't kiss anybody.
But this guy, I look $145. Whatever it was, ship a box, and this was like a 2-foot square box. Like this is not excessive. Like nothing.
There could have been like 4 Xbox One X's or Xbox Series X's.
Yeah, I can't keep up with that naming convention.
I know,
but
I think I got it right.
Crack this bad boy open. There's a radar detector for Anthony. There are license plates.
That's right.
Yes. There are screwdriver sets. There's a funnel kit for Jimmy for the old drift car. There's stuff
lots
for
of
Carson.
Quality of life improvements.
And I think my life's about to improve because I have the box right here.
He was generous enough to send us both packages.
I got mine earlier.
Yeah. I got mine earlier this week. I posted a little video on my Instagram, and I have a couple of the items here, but I want you to open yours first because I'm excited to see what you got.
We're not really okay. Yeah, we're not going to be able to see that, but this is a buck knife, so it's very close to Bucky. Which I find hilarious.
Can you get any discounts on that knife?
No, I can't slash prices. He's a knife guy, Mr. Purdy.
He is. He sent me a link. He sent me a link to some cool knives.
Did he?
I hope I don't go down this rabbit hole.
See, because he had the one where like you push the button and it erects. I said erect, yes. But those aren't legal here. Like this is legal, like the whole flipperoo. But you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if
they're legal here either, but it is Idaho.
Oh, so they have different knife laws, state to state. Is that
I'm just saying. It's Idaho. There are a lot of things go in Idaho.
I did look at the customs declaration, and shout out to Jose. Didn't have to pay any duties, taxes, fees.
We love that. We love nothing makes me more upset than being excited for Alex to get something, and then he's like, "It cost me $300," and I'm like, "Damn, dude."
Man, I thought I had it bad. Rick has it bad because like at least I anticipate this stuff. Like I've known about it before, but Rick
just has his address out there publicly, so people are just saying whatever.
The wife will get home. Rick, there's a box on the step, and like the guy's here with his debit machine with the tip option, and it's 90, 100, and there's stuff that he doesn't even want.
And the quantity at which this man receives items.
That's the worst. I've never done an unboxing on camera before. Actually, that's a lie. I did it on my YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. But we might have another unboxing on my channel here coming up. So it was and full transparency, and I'll say it in the video because it's important to say this kind of stuff.
Disclosures. I saw someone
was
wants us to talk about disclosures. So
okay.
this might be a good segue.
Yeah, once we get this open. So this was at once a bigger box that was folded into a smaller box. Jose is very good at packing his stuff. So what did you get while I struggle with this?
I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got a Wera screwdriver set. I got a mini Wera screwdriver set
for all your tchotchkes.
Nice bucket filler nozzle. A do not wash hanger from Obsessed Garage.
The best.
There are a few other things in there. I like this.
Right.
I really like this. I don't even want to use this towel. He sent me this nice. He sent me a nice little microfiber with his really cool logo on it.
That's his.
The UCD.
It is. Okay, so this here is a white bag. I think this is just packaging.
I think that's packaging. My cat was going after it.
Do you want me to send this to you for Chloe?
No. Okay. She has enough things. She's spoiled.
Starting off, we got bedazzled coasters.
Yep. I got a set of those too. Those are going right in the Mini Cooper.
Oh, man. Smells like the internet.
Wonderful.
Those are cool. Those are really cool. I like those.
It's actually perfect because the Mini Cooper doesn't. They got a little destroyed. I don't know what was spilled in them, but it was whatever it was, like ate right through them. So it needed new ones. So it's perfect.
I did a detail of a Mitsubishi RVR last weekend.
I don't even know what that is.
So it's called the Outlander in the US.
I know what that is.
But the thing is that we have the Outlander too, but it's bigger. The RVR is smaller. So I don't know why you guys have to complicate things with the car models. The Koreans are just trying to. Is it Korean? Is Mitsubishi Korean? No, it's Japanese. If the Japanese are just trying to give you cars, and you guys got to dick up the names. Anywho, I digress. So you got this. This is like a Scrub Daddy. This is Scrub Daddy side chick right here.
Yeah, but you know what? I think I could use it on stuff. I'm not.
What are you initially doing with this?
Fingers in it, brass knuckle style.
Ooh, though also illegal in Canada.
I feel like it could get like a good, like put it in the chat. Like if you guys, what would you guys use that for?
You know what I almost want to do this for is like set it on a table or the ground, and like stick your brushes on it so they don't fall. Like you could dry your brushes almost.
But I feel like it might also act as like a pumice stone for pet hair removal.
Ooh. That could work.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet, but I'm thinking.
So we got a green sponge, rectangular in shape. Yeah, this is certainly Mr. Aggressive. This is
that's a.
Did you get this too?
I did. I think I would use that on like maybe like textured black plastic if I'm trying to give it a good scrub before using like I don't know Armor Detail Supply Trim Plus.
And we got some foam applicators here. It is connected.
Yes.
So
I feel like that'd be a good. It's very soft too. I feel like that one would be a good wax applicator.
Then we got the little rim job brush, whatever you want to call this.
So some people like to like. I've seen people like use it for vents, but I've seen people dress tires with it too.
I actually bought when a few last times I was at Carzilla. Detail Popo has one of it's the circular one, like it's a size circular one. I actually just tried it with because I'm gonna tell you, the older I get, the less I care about spending a lot of time with tire dressings and applying them. Because I'm just like, bro, I just need to quickly like on a sponge or something and just go around real fast and call it a day.
Yeah.
Especially on like the real knobby tires, like being able to put like full send, shout out to Carson or Dynamic or something like that. You just spray it on. You like to spend the time?
I like to take a break because like tires are usually the final thing I do.
Yes.
So I like to take a little break, grab some water, maybe wipe the sweat off my brow, sit down for a bit. And then when I do that final walk around and I'm going to dress the tires, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I had a snack, I hydrated and I'm ready again. And I focus on getting those tires looking right. I don't know. People always go, oh, look at the tires look great. Like, I'm like, yeah, thank you.
Built Hammer brush?
Built Hammer brush. So far, we have the same stuff. I'm pretty stoked.
Look at that.
There you go. There you
There you
go.
go.
Brush holder.
I was wanting to do that. And I don't have a brush. Then I found a brush in here.
Shout out to the 26 of you who are watching right now.
I
think hot unboxing action is what got them.
Oh, absolutely. We're basically like unbox therapy here, or Marquez, MK, or iJustine.
Unbox therapy is a name I have not heard in a long time. So thank you for that.
I feel like that's certainly an ebbs and flow channel.
He's Canadian, right?
Yes, he
Lou?
is. He's in Tirana. But he the video I don't know if it's still his most popular, but the iPhone 6 Bend, that was his most popular.
That's probably one of the last times I watched.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The Pro, I'm gonna say
Pro
this
Blend.
without Pro Blend bottle proportioner.
Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what this is they make this in a couple different sizes. This is the
That's a money saver.
bottle. This was my OG bottle of ONR.
Mhm.
I use this because it has the dilution rates right on there.
Yep. Show them how it works.
In metric. So you actually turn this little doohickey right here.
Yep.
Oh my God, this is horrible. Okay, here we go. It's
You're
better
doing
on
great.
a bottle. So you turn that, so you can see the little red piece inside moving up and down.
Yep.
So you move that up, and then you squeeze it like a Friday night at home, and then it actually brings the liquid up to the level, and then you pour it out, and then you're good to go.
I think that's awesome.
And this fits any 32-ounce bottle, like the 1 liter Koshemis, like the taller ones. It's really any bottle that accommodates the straw.
Yeah, and you can trim it. You can use I use scissors on mine, and
Yeah.
it's sitting atop my Absolute bottle.
Because the I will say the Koshemi one, I don't know if you've used that bottle.
Yeah, I have one of
dispenser.
I have one right here actually.
That one's okay. This one's better, but
Yeah,
I found the Koshemi one like with GSF and GFX.
it doesn't like thicker stuff.
If it's thick with 2 C's, no way. But if it's thinner, they are perfect.
Yep.
But this stuff, this does struggle a little. I stuck this in my bottle of Absolute when I first got it, and it was not happening. It was too thick for that.
I have it currently, but you have to squeeze the Absolute and then let it settle to the volume that you want, and let the rest fall back in, just because of the viscosity of it.
Mhm.
But it'll work. You just can't just expect to squeeze it and then go right to town.
Okay, so
what is that? Oh, I know what that is.
I don't need a knife.
I know what that is.
Shout out to Jose again. Thank you so much for this. Go drop a follow. Unlimited Car Details.
Let's support our fellow detailers.
Okay, we got some O-rings that the internet can't understand. Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Joseph.
Yeah.
What?
Heck yeah, dude.
Oh my God. Is this what I think it is?
Heck yeah, dude.
Oh my nozzle hell. That is so sick.
Heck yeah,
dude. Is this the OG spec one?
I know that's the same one that the Rag company has.
Okay. This
but I haven't like examined for logos or anything yet. So
this could knock someone out if you hit them with it.
I'm pretty excited about that one. That one's pretty cool. Even it doesn't even have to be bucket filler. Like just if you just want to flood the car and rinse the car off.
If you want to test a coating, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna be able to get that in the box the same way. I tell you that much.
That's what she said.
Heyo.
Oh, DJ's in the house. What's up, DJ?
Okay, I heard about this.
Mayonnaise?
I knew this was coming. This is probably my favorite thing. What?
I got one too, dude.
What? No way. Just
Winning, bro.
I didn't realize they were metal. That is
dude.
so
License plate covers for a little social media or YouTube action. Keep your clients' numbers privatized. Uh-oh.
Buddy.
Hey!
Holy crap.
Now my neighbors will actually know what the hell I'm doing out there all the time.
And you know what the nice thing is? Like you can get any of my IT friends out there, if you rip apart an old hard drive, rip the magnets out of it, slap some magnets on the back of this, and then you can stick it on top of the plate.
I've got some old hard drives.
Mm-hmm. You know what?
Tear those bad boys apart.
This is let's nerd out for a hot minute. Okay,
let's do it.
The 3.5-inch platters work great for coasters.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh God, the sound of one though, like you saying that makes me think. Okay, I've opened a hard drive now, and the only
Yes.
reason I would open a hard drive is because there is a grinding sound happening, and I'm trying to see what's going on in there. And the sound. Think of that sound. Do you remember that sound?
Yeah. Yeah. It that to
Oh.
IT guys, that's nails on a chalkboard.
Oh,
I had a friend of mine that this was still in the mechanical drive era
Howdy.
of laptops. Hey, what's going on, Vavs?
that's a new name that I don't recognize. So welcome.
I've seen it on other channels, but no, what I was gonna say was I had a friend of mine that had a mechanical hard drive laptop, and they were a little frustrated with the device
Mhm.
and decided to project it into a wall out of frustration.
Heat it.
And then obviously it B-sodded and blue screen of death, to those who don't know. And was making a bit of a clicking noise. And that clicking noise was coming from the drive as the needle was stuck. And I said, your drive's screwed. Like it's done. Like there's no data recovery happening here unless you want to send it away.
Yeah.
And just for fun, she's like, yeah, it's fine. And so I took it apart, and they threw it so hard that the actual needle scored the disc.
Ooh.
The right head is not supposed to
touch it. Not
Daniel.
supposed-
Daniel.
His
name's not. It's not Daniel.
It's
just
Daniel.
Straight up Daniel. A
Danathan.
detail grinding sound. You know what's not going to be grinding when my car's at the dealership is their wash mitts. Look at this is quality.
Please do not wash. That's beautiful.
This is thicker than a Snickers here.
I have two now. So I have that one.
Yeah.
And I have an Armor Detail Supply one.
I might.
So now I have one for each vehicle.
I like that. I'm gonna hang that right on my computer. Look at that.
That is a
what else
nice
you got? What is this? Oh my goodness! What is this?
You got one too, dude. I think it took me a second, and then I realized it's his logo. Like it spells UCD, and that's I don't know. I think that's very clever. I like when stuff is clever.
It's not bad. I like this. We're kind of. I will say we are kind of towel snobs.
It is a good. I would say
this is a good what? 245, 300 maybe.
I'd level a coating with this.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But it's too nice. I don't want to use it. So
this is my going on display towel. This is once
the
office is done. Once my office ever gets done.
Maybe like a nice little frame. Maybe would I be the first guy who takes a microfiber towel to Michael's and says, "Frame this for me,"
like a shadow box.
Ooh, a shadow box would be pretty cool too.
Cool. So Joey, there's a couple more things in here.
What you got?
Packing paper for one.
Yeah.
A little bit of Germany.
That's such
here.
a cool dude. That's such a cool little thing.
I like this. You know what's funny is that I almost bought this because Canadian Tire, we talked about them earlier, does carry Wera now.
Oh, cool.
But I think it's pronounced Vera, not Wera.
If it's German, then yes, I would. Yeah. I would probably use the V sound.
But I got a bit more.
What else you got in there? Let's go!
Oh my goodness! What is this?
Heck yeah, dude!
A 6
Jose,
piece.
thank you, dude.
Man, what a guy! Man, what? You know, like I often say, I'm like, what do I do to deserve this stuff? We don't deserve this.
We don't, and I think it's a testament to just like the good people that we've got in this community. That just, they want to share, the stuff they like with people who they think might like it too. And I think that's really cool. Yours opened so much easier. I was trying to slide that off on mine, and
this is not.
It wasn't sliding.
This pull-out game is weak.
Yeah.
Without what is Dane saying here?
Slide the little plastic panties off that box.
This is like more middle school, and they like. I know the ones that had like
that one corner of the dance floor that was just like everyone was grinding and sweaty and
I remember going up to the DJ like requesting songs. I'm like, "Do you have this?" I'm like, "Can you look at your illegally torrented list of music and see if you have?"
Do you have Napster right now to grab it?
All right. Does it come with a little holder?
Yeah, dude.
Does it? Oh my goodness!
It does.
I know it's kind of hard to have a sexy unboxing of screwdrivers. Okay, so we got. Oh man, Yeah, Captain Phillips.
Yep.
Man, that
You're the
grip.
captain now.
I'm the captain now. That grip is great. I love that. That is like a good screwdriver is money.
So
And
bringing
this
up
has
Ryan's
like
post
this.
of creator disclosures, send it. Make sure you disclose Mr. Creator over there.
Yeah. Creator discounts. Or not discounts, disclosures. So on YouTube, when you're posting a video, they do have a little section of like paid promotion kind of thing, which that's kind of a gray area to really, in my opinion, because there's stuff that you and I have both been sent, but we're not necessarily paid to discuss it. But
Yeah,
I'm
like this unboxing, it was sent to us, right?
Yes.
But we weren't
did not ask for any
compensated
of
in a
this.
way to unbox this live on the air, and I think that's where people get confused.
And I'll be the first to admit is that I'm not perfect when it comes to disclosing that kind of stuff, but I do my absolute best. You know, if you can be a 90%er, I think that's a win in my book. And you know, we've both been fortunate enough to receive goods from brands and distributors that we receive free of charge, that they either reach out to us ahead of time or will just kind of like surprise us with. And I try my best to say, hey, I got this complimentary, whether it's in a video or a post or anything like that, because it's important. And a lot of these companies, they say, hey, you know, here's the product. We just appreciate whether it's your content and video, photo, or just being a decent human being. Like, you don't even have to be good at posting videos or anything like that. But
just like collaborating, right?
Yeah,
they don't have to make content on their end. We're just having fun with the product. We collaborate, benefits two people. So that's another
and
perk.
You know, the Chris at Carzilla has been very generous to myself. He's definitely hooked me up with some stuff, and he expects nothing in return. You know, like, you know, I made a video about the Bold Solution line that he sent, that are very good products, that are very good for Oh, look at that, you got the same.
My wife likes those bottles a lot.
They are nice. I actually had to use the Google app to translate the back. It's all in Korean.
Yeah, they're all in Korean.
But it's very much, I think it's very much a nice consumer level, get started, get your feet wet brand. It's not going to blow you away, but it's not going to make you mad and frustrated. Like, it's just a great line that just works, right? But on top of that, you know, I've received some Gion stuff as well. You know, some stuff that's made it into videos and some that hasn't quite yet. But I think it's important to really share the fact and, you know, kind of help that, you know, this all kind of ties back to our conversations with, you know, a few different people, specifically Kyle and Sydney, of, you know, can you send me free stuff? If you just out the gate with that, that's not how you do it. And I was never in this to get the free stuff. And I think, speaking on behalf of you, I don't think that's the purpose either.
And you know how bad I am at it. And
you're horrible.
Most of our followers who have been with us for a while know how bad I am at it. I don't like to do it, and I try to never ask for anything. If something is offered to me, I goes back to the what the hell did I do to deserve this?
What's up, Dan?
Thing.
Yeah. But you know, it's, when you think about it, I mean, with the sponsorship programs that we've been able to be a part of, with the affiliate programs we've been able to be a part of, I think that goes pretty far with the brands themselves, because when you and I get emails of, because again, full disclosure, when your favorite creators have a discount code or anything like that, not only does that help the brand gain traction and sales, depending on that specific product or just whatever, but, you know, we do benefit monetarily from those as well. You know, and it should be no secret. It's very, very little. You know, Joey and I are not retiring off of this. And but the odd check, it's interesting because it's like you get that and you're just like, okay, we're making a difference here. Like, people are actually paying attention and using our codes, and it's just nice. It's fun. Right?
What's funny is I would say in the last month, I hadn't shared any of my promo codes. Right. I'll post the product, I'll tag the company, but I'm actually really bad at sharing a promo code or a link or something.
Right.
But people like somehow organically find them.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that's really cool too. Like I got a full disclosure. I got a check from Armor Detail Supply. My affiliate code was used enough. It was like $49, and I was like, $49? I didn't promote Armor Details. I didn't send my code one time on Instagram. So
that's like 10 Dutch Bros drinks.
I was like, that is the Dutch Bros Fund, or Diet Dr Pepper Fund. But I think that's really I think people think we're making a lot of money off of it, but $50 is $50.
And full disclosure too, not to toot my own horn, but I did just pass the monetization threshold on YouTube. So we're doing that now. But I haven't met the limit to actually get thank you. I haven't actually met the limit to get paid yet, because you have to earn a certain amount before they actually send you the money. But what's really funny about that is that it does a retro pay situation. So
that's cool.
If you turn on monetization for everything existing, it looks at everything.
That's really cool.
Because I've had a couple that have not really gone viral, but have had a good number of views. And so it's kind of like they acknowledge, hey, the work kind of pays off. And
that is really cool.
And I'm not sharing sensitive information with anybody. This is all relatively public, and I do encourage people that are consuming my content or yours. If we don't mention it, please do let us know, because we sometimes we can kind of forget what happens if we're excited about a product or whatever. But there's creators out there that they're getting stuff complimentary or heavily discounted or whatever, and they're not disclosing it.
Or payroll. I saw a comment from Ryan that says, what if they're employees of the company? I think the way I look at it, and I'll speak, I don't know if you guys have the same terms or forms in Canada, but if you're getting a 1099 or a W-2 from the company, I think that's something you should, I think that's also, in all fairness, should be disclosed, because you inherently have a bias at that point, whether you say you do or you don't.
Yeah.
If I recommended something from my employer's company to you, you would immediately say you're only doing that because you work there.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's immediately the first thing that comes to mind. So I think that needs to be disclosed too. And I do that in my day to day. I'll be like, hey, you should buy this. By the way, I work for them, but I'm just saying this. So I think that goes a long way. Like Mike said, mention it, cover your butt. Just little things. Nothing needs to be secretive. That's
sheep. But I think YouTube does pay in Canadian dollars, so that's like $4 US. So big deal.
Go back. Let's go back to Ryan. Ryan had the $4 from a short that he made. Speaking of making Ryan some money, and going back to what we were alluding to earlier, in my first Obsessed Garage purchase. I'm going to share my screen, but I'd used.
We're dropping that. We're dropping that.
Yeah.
The beans have been spilled.
I guess technically my first one was Drying Aid, right? I got it from Amazon.
Yeah, you're still honoring the source,
I'm still honoring the source, and I guess I honored the source for this one too, in a big way. Oh God.
Dan Alkaline Topaz. It's really bizarre. I'm reading business programs which are posting 10 million plus annual revenues while listing this and $49. Interesting. What is that?
Oh boy. I may or may not have purchased this.
No, you did not.
I purchased it. And I purchased it because of specifically this blue stitching. I like the blacked out look with a little bit of something, and the blue kind of matches what I've got in my garage. So my first Viper chair.
There's no affiliate codes.
No affiliate codes.
No.
I paid full price for this bad boy, but I'm excited to I don't know, sit on I've been using a mechanic stool. I don't know if people know about
it's not a cushion. It's
not
hard.
cushion. It's a hard rubber surface, and that's been getting the job done for like the last 4 years or so. But I'm excited to try something out. If I hate it, then I'll sell it to
Mhm.
one of you guys. But I'm looking forward to
On secondhand detailing, maybe.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. I mean, shipping this would suck, like taking it apart and
Yeah.
boxing
Yeah.
it
But
back
the
up.
I did we alluded to this earlier, but I did go up and help Rick build a chair
You did.
because Rick got the custom rad garage on there.
Look how nice
Um,
that looks.
mm, mm,
Just all black with the and I
yeah.
didn't want the other one with the Obsessed Garage logo because that's a little too.
Yeah. I will say though, okay, so I don't know what grade your driveway is. I mean, looking at your content looks pretty darn flat, but
It's got a slight
this will
roll away.
leave you faster
Yeah,
than a bad relationship.
I am aware of that, and
Mhm.
I've noticed that since I've upgraded my bucket dolly casters to 3-inch wheels. My buckets do
Um,
that, so I know these
I
are bigger.
I don't know if I told the story about mine almost getting stolen. Yeah, I don't know if
You
I
told it.
talking
You
was
did
that
it
on the
in the
weekend?
chat, but I don't know if you did it in.
That was
I don't
I
know
think
if you
that
did
was on
this
the
live.
I don't think we've done it live. I think that was on the weekend.
Yeah, I
Um,
think it was.
so what happened is
This is funny.
apparently last weekend we had this thing. Apparently they call it a rendezvous weekend, where if you have stuff you want to get rid of, you put it on your lawn and you put a free sign on it, and then there's actually like a map online you can sign up, and so people can like go on like a little scavenger hunt to pick up free crap that people have, right?
Yes.
It was the whole city that was doing it apparently, and apparently I've been under a rock because I didn't know
This is
this was a
so
thing.
funny.
So I'm out cleaning. Yeah, I must not have told it. I'm out cleaning this RVR, and I had a little like like the gorilla platform that you stand on
Mhm,
to do that. I was using that for mats. I was cleaning the mats,
mhm. As
and
one would.
yeah, and so I was sitting on the chair scrubbing the mats. Video coming, you'll see that. But I'm sitting on the chair scrubbing the mats. Once they're all done, I had a little like clothes like those folding clothes rack dryers. But I hang my mats on those little A clamps. So I hung the mats up there, and I'm sitting on the Viper chair, and I pulled the garage or the car into the garage to do the interior, and like of course the wind blew a certain way, and then the chair started veering away onto the lawn. I'm like, oh whatever. And so I'm sitting there, and like I have hearing protection on because I'm using like the air blast, the vacuum, the whole nine. And the sweet little old lady comes up the driveway. She's like, I'm sorry to bother you. Is this stool free?" I'm like, "Oh no, what? I'm so sorry." I'm like, "What?" And she, no, I figured I wasn't sure because there's no sign on it, but I wasn't sure. And I'm like, thank goodness she came up to me, because if she didn't, I would have turned around, Viper chair gone.
Can you imagine if she just was like, "It's out
Oof.
here.
Yeah,
It's free shit Saturday in
you just
Canada."
score a $500 stool or whatever it costs. And so I actually took, I'm like, I'm worried now. I'm like, they're gonna steal the mats. My customer's gonna be mad. It's
Yep.
like, by the way,
Pressure
the
washer
mat,
might come off the wall.
which some would agree that that's probably okay. But yeah, I actually pulled the mats because I'd leave them out to dry in the sun. Like, it's a beautiful
Yeah.
day, baking. I actually put Swift on them to let that bake on it.
Yep.
But I actually pulled
Nothing
them.
smells better than some
Oof.
rubber mats baking in the sun.
So I pulled them closer to the garage just in case, right?
Mhm.
And man, and then these I actually got scared. I didn't tell you this part, but I actually got scared after because I'm there, and then these three little teenagers come up, and they're like, "Hey, we're with the soccer team. Do you have any bottles?" Because we're normal human beings. We do bottle deposits and recycling up here. Unlike I think there's what 3 or 4 states that do bottle recycling and deposits.
Yeah.
So they came up, and but I just felt guilty. I'm like, I have to give these little kids bottles, like just scrounged them up and gave them to them. So I'm literally like having to like keep my Viper chair and all my stuff like on a lookout now when I'm out in the driveway. It's
I
like, man,
would.
this just can't happen again.
I
But
would. I now that my bucket actually rolled straight into the street the other day.
did
So
it?
I need to watch out for the
Mm-hmm.
need to watch out for if it went right into like the trough of suds at the base of the driveway. So my bucket dolly got full of suds. But Jose says Joey wants a Viper chair, bro. Upgrade that SGS 28 with the Mosmatic already. You can get either the OG blue or I think he's got the purple one. I got an SGS 28, a brand new one at a very good price. I don't need that fancy gun.
Is
Maybe next time.
so the
Baby
upgrade,
steps.
because your other one you had a few years.
3 or 4 years, yeah.
So is it a nice
Oh,
difference?
it's
Was
it's so smooth. It doesn't squeak anymore.
s-
Uh,
so she was
it
getting
was
sloppy the first one.
yeah, it was hard to it was hard to get like the nozzle on and off of the quick disconnect.
Mm.
It was I would use a wire brush and I'd clean it out and then I'd lube it up thinking it was going to make it, like, when you got to go to those lengths to make your pressure washer gun like not fight against you, time for a new one. So
Yep.
I got a price on an SGS 28 I could not pass up, and it served me well for 4 years. There's no reason to think this one won't. So
Yeah, because
yeah.
you can pick up an SGS 28 at Armor Detail Supply, code
Yes.
BuckyBW, save you a bit of
Yes.
cash if you want.
Yeah.
Not to plug my own code or anything. You can use what is your
No,
JB10?
You can use JB10 if you want.
You've made it when you've had to make a link tree. Joey and I both have link trees in our Instagram
Mine's
bio.
a little out of date, and I gotta
okay.
go do that. But if you want to buy me a coffee, you can go buy me
Yeah.
buy me a coffee button.
I love that service.
Appreciate that.
That's pretty
I
cool.
Appreciate that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because like I think it's cool. It's a cool way to show your creator that like you appreciate what they're doing, but you're not like, I don't know, you're not buying into like a cultiness kind of thing. You're just like, hey man, if we lived close together, I'd buy you a coffee. So here you go. So that's I kind of like that. I like when a creator's got that, and I can, here's
what
here's
a cool
$5-10
website design though. Like,
yeah,
that was just some bros hanging out, shooting the breeze, kind of like we're doing right now. Like, you know what? Let's do that. It was certainly geographically challenged, is how that all started.
Thank you for not being too upset, Jose. I thought you were gonna chew me out for getting a Viper chair and not a Mosmatic gun.
I'm trying. Speaking of we talked about my pressure washer almost getting stolen too. I've really debated upgrading the pressure washer, but I kind of want it to die first. JB's 20th anniversary. Oh my god, isn't that true? 5 crispy DDPs.
So crispy.
But I don't like, because if I get, I've been toying with the AR 630, which is a great machine. Rick has it. I've heard it in person. It's a little loud, but it's
Are
loud.
You thinking about it?
Kind of, but also I'm kind of thinking of just going all in with a 1322. But it's
get out of my head.
It's $1,800 for me.
Sounds like you need to buy one in Idaho and put it in your carry-on.
Something like that. Because like it just hurts the soul.
It does, and I'm in a similar boat because my Active 2.0 is louder than all hell. Okay. Like let's just let's
sugarcoat
let's call it what it is. It's loud. Yeah. Whether it's making a video and having to put music over it because it's loud, or turning the volume down, or driving my wife crazy, which is the most important part, is I don't want to do that. And it rattles the plates in the cupboards and whatever. So she was like, why don't you she goes, next coating that you sell, just get that quieter pressure washer, which
the green light is what you got.
Yeah, that's the green light. I heard it. You heard it. I think that's what it translates to.
So I'm just gonna actually share my screen here before we wrap things up. So 1750. OG Canada. That's why I have to reserve my spot for that. But I mean, this will certainly last me the rest of my life.
Yep,
for sure.
Yep.
But I mean, if we go back a level here, we got the.
Oh, before I forget, while we're on this topic, I meant to say this last week. If you have an Active 2.0, get a 5.0 nozzle.
Yes.
And thank me later. The rinse off ability, it feels like a different pressure washer, honestly, when I'm rinsing. It makes a world of difference.
When your car's coated and you're not trying to blast dirt off,
yes.
you don't want to pressure wash your dirty car first. You don't want to scratch the paint with the dirt that's on there, like the internet
No.
says you will.
Yep.
Anyways, but yeah, you don't need the heavy pressure. You just need the flow.
I think it drops it down to like 750 or something like that, which is like
fine.
more than enough for rinsing your car off.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's like night and day. So go get a 5.0 from somewhere.
I mean, like the Grio's foam cannon. Like
I got one of those from Ryan too. I bought one from Ryan.
Shout out to Ryan. What a guy.
Ryan's got all the good shit. I shop at RyanWeiss.com.
Yeah, so this one here, $1,300. You get the hose, the liter garden hose, a couple fittings. When you see it like that at $1,300, that's there's not even a machine there. That's what really hurts. But yeah, the 5.0
honestly, like I bought a kit right for my 2.0. Like that's how I got mine.
Yeah.
And the kit number is definitely hard to swallow when you're looking at it. But if you go and price it all separately, it's going to be this. It might even be cheaper to buy it all at once. But it's just that one number is initially hard to swallow sometimes.
Do we know if this is DJ or Bradley?
That's Bradley because DJ's in his own.
Oh, DJ's on his own. Okay,
so they've got inverted logos if you've noticed.
Right, I like that. DJ's got the mayonnaise on the outside.
Jesus Christ! Hold on before we leave. There were a couple more comments that I just I want to make sure I didn't pass up. Saw that Mike G said the Apple money's different. It's honestly not. When you live in California, it's not. Steve says DJ lack of transparency gives us so much to talk about though.
What's your favorite kind of apple? Are you Granny Smith, Golden Delicious?
Honeycrisp.
You clearly have experience in all these apples.
Honeycrisp, 100%. Everyone tells me to go to Cosmic Crisp, which I'll revisit, but Honeycrisp hands down.
Sounds like some genetically modified.
Probably is, but Honeycrisp hands down, no question.
Macintosh. I like the Royal Gallas. I'm a big fan of that.
Businesses who do shit the right way and are transparent will rise up. I like that. I like that.
Very true.
Jose says, DJ, Jeff dropped a bombshell about you guys carrying press-alls down the line. Any ETA?
Jeff. Last week, Jeff?
Yes.
What a great guy.
What a great guy. Dude. He hasn't really talked to me this week because I think the fame got to his head.
Yeah. If you guys missed that episode, once this is done, pop back, take a listen to that. He's too busy in his porcha.
Let him enjoy it.
Let him enjoy it. I saw one of his stories. His car doesn't have Bluetooth.
What?
It has CarPlay. Doesn't have Bluetooth, it has CarPlay.
The Mini Cooper has Bluetooth, but only for phone calls, not for music. Very frustrating. Yeah. The Mini Cooper is very frustrating when you want to buy cables or anything for it because they're extremely expensive, BMW prices. Yeah. And because it's an older car, it's still like you have to buy the 30-pin iPod connector and then use the adapter to Lightning or USB-C to even get it to work.
If I can date myself for a minute here, in my Volkswagen, I have the factory MDI connection.
Yes.
To my 30-pin, to my iPod Classic that lives in my glove box that still works to this. I bought that thing in 2009 and it still works to this day.
When I got my GTI, I knew it came with CarPlay, but I didn't know it came with wireless CarPlay. Like that's just something that
really? Okay.
I skipped right over apparently. And I remember getting in the car on the lot ready to drive it home and pairing my phone and like it automatically connected. And I was like, what the heck? It's wireless. It was so cool.
My parents, years ago when they upgraded phones, I forgot the whole doesn't migrate the Bluetooth settings when you have a new phone in your car.
Yeah.
So I basically had to like relearn how to do all that, which car manufacturers are getting better at making it simpler, but still.
This is a wild take. Those are for pies.
Is that
a Granny Smith apple does not taste good to bite into.
Maybe that's because Florida people don't understand apples. They just understand.
They're just like they're a little too tart for me.
I love a good
Um,
baking apple though,
we got
like a Asian pear.
Asian pear. Honeycrisp is a great choice. Smart dude. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
If I've got a literal rocket scientist telling me good or calling me smart,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've made it in life.
Do you just raw dog and eat the apple, or do you have to cut it up into slices?
I usually raw dog it.
Yeah.
But if I want to have peanut butter with the apple, I want a little
Yeah.
snack of.
I got
then
the
you know what? I had one of those apple slicers.
little douchey circular thing. that
Yeah,
I love it.
I have a picture of it. Maybe I'll post it on Instagram later. I broke the plastic handle, and just the sharp blades were sticking out of the apple like a projectile weapon.
Throw it out.
I had to.
I will say I'm pretty sure I have the OG spec apple slicer because it is full steel, the entire thing.
Is that a thing?
It's not your dollar
I've
store.
heard that the OG people have OG spec everything basically. Like they ask,
I know
what's the OG spec?
I know Buff Tony was looking for the OG spec
chip clip.
Hilarious.
Mhm.
But there is some merit to, I think, the certain kitchen utensils. I'm a millennial.
Get a good knife.
Get the sharpest possible knife you can. Dane dropped the comment earlier. A dull knife will kill you.
Yep.
A dull knife will cut you.
Sharp knife will send you to the hospital, but it only took a couple stitches for me. So
yeah. The dull knife you could drive yourself to the hospital. The sharp knife you're getting an ambulance. But I'm a millennial that has not got on the air fryer train. I haven't crossed that bridge yet. I don't think
you have to get on the air fryer train.
I just can't.
I was lazy and made burgers in the air fryer the other day because I didn't want to smoke up the house. I didn't want the grease to splatter everywhere.
I mean,
I'm out of propane, so I couldn't throw it on the grill.
The $180
grill. It was like $830. No, my grill is more than $180. I think it's actually $500. Not to brag.
Oh, good lord! I got the. I'm rocking the Traeger.
Ooh,
big boy. I used to work somewhere that they were a distributor for them, and thought I was getting a really good deal with the discount, but it was only like 10%. I'm like, okay, that's not exciting as I thought. But yeah, no, it works pretty good. But luckily, the local Costco, they always do like the Traeger days where they always got like the little booth that comes and does their little spiel.
Yep.
But we also Kirkland, shout out to Kirkland. They have like the knockoff Traeger pellets that look identical.
Oh, nice.
And I don't care. It's not in warranty anymore. They close enough. I can use those pellets all I want. Shut up, come at me.
I don't see an issue. I don't see an issue with it. If it doesn't break it, full send.
It's just compressed wood, kind of like paper mache stuff almost.
Exactly. But I don't think we have anything. Peeled or unpeeled? That's a good question, Kimberly.
Who peels their apple? No,
peel it for a pie.
You
don't peel your pie apples.
that was dyslexia to them. You don't apple peel your pies.
You don't apple peel your pies.
No, sometimes you need the texture.
No,
sometimes
I'm not. No, I eat it unpeeled, but if I peel it, it's go. Yeah,
you got to use the peel somewhere. Oh man, look at this comment from Dane. Kazaa, man, talk about
files were just sent to you. You thought you downloaded one kind of weight, but the file name lied. And oh yeah. That's how you fuck up the family computer.
Talk about destroying it. Dane wants an NDA tier list. Unfortunately, I do not have a tier list prepared. But
NDA tier list, how would that go?
Can't talk about it.
Do you guys eat the apple core? No, is
that an Alaska thing?
That is unheard of. I get upset if I bite too far into the apple and I get some seeds.
Ruins
my day.
You know, it's not ruining my day. Shout out to freaking Costco, baby. I've seen this all over the internet. Costco's selling sick Costco buckets right now. Like,
I'm good on buckets, man.
If you want the club buckets.
You know what you could do though? You could slap some cool Armor Detail Supply bucket labels on
Mm.
those Costco buckets if you want. Did you see
Yeah.
those new labels? They're just dropping
In-
shit without. They don't even tell us.
insane.
We're their
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, we're on the inside.
They're going on the NDA tier list.
Yeah, they absolutely will. Maybe we'll have that for next week.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, that'd be really fun. A bit of time to prepare. We can talk about it. Mike, what in the space hell is this?
My coworker eats the apple
Jeez.
core. Oh, I mean,
And they're probably next up for a promotion too. Weirdos.
they probably make like $500,000 a year. You gotta eat those apple cores to
plus free apples.
level up.
It's like that's part of one of the conditions of them getting hired.
We used to get free apples at work in the cafeteria. There used to be bowls of free apples, and I don't recall when that went away.
It's like a continental breakfast.
ADS is sneaky. Did you see their new door jam stickers?
Man,
they're just killing the game.
I know.
I don't know who their designer is, but everything's looking great.
Yeah. It's probably not in house. I don't know.
I don't know. I just know Jeff's real sneaky.
And you know what? I am going to spill the beans. An unboxing's coming. I did have a box from Florida. 2 days. 2 days to get here. Not 15, not 33.
I got one from Florida too.
2 days.
That's insane.
2 days.
That's insane. Because
I was expecting at least 5 business days.
I was one of the last to get this package, I think. Mm-hmm. I'm all the way on the other side of the country.
Mm-hmm.
So, but hey, ADS, if you need West Coast distribution, let me know. I have this shelf back here. I can put a pallet on, and that's
you don't need a living room. Get rid of the couch.
You can live, dude. My cat loves boxes. She would have an absolute field day if I had pallets of boxes throughout the house.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, I think I'm gonna get to watching some hockey. I appreciate it. Hope we got you with the title. We're not breaking up. We are happier than ever.
28 of you on here listening to us. Thank you so much.
Amazing.
Appreciate it. And yes, I can't say that that'll be like our last clickbait title, but I thought that was pretty fun.
Yeah,
I was getting lots of messages all week. Like,
it's fun. It's like, what's happening? Oh my god, yeah.
Exactly. What do you? No, dude, we just needed to talk.
Yeah. All right. Thanks everyone. Follow us on the Detail Grind podcast on YouTube and Instagram, and our personal ones, Bucky VW and at J Belinsky. We can.
And I want to drop just this one little thing before we end the stream.
What do we got?
I don't know if you want to save a little cash at the Rag Company, you can use promo code DGP TRC.
That's it.
Just
we're out.
On that note, we're out. Have a good one, everyone.